Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. Yes, Tidewater Winds is 30 years old this summer, and these guys aren't. Maestro John Brewington, how you doing?
Hi, Bob. Good to see you again.
You're not 30, but you were there 30 years ago.
That's correct, I was.
And you were doing what 30 years ago in July?
I was in the percussion section back then, so it was a great time.
So you spent that night searching for a percussion instrument?
Well, not just for one, but for many, and for music in some occasions, because that wind was blowing. Let me tell
I
you.
bet. And Dr. Steve Ambrose, president of Tidewater Winds, you were there 30 years ago.
Yes, I
too.
was.
And were you chasing music, or were you chasing an instrument?
I had my instrument in my hand and my music on my stand. We in the clarinet section had it a little better than the percussion section had it.
There you go. So a little paper clip would hold your music down?
Yeah, the big paper clips actually.
Okay. So here we are 30 years later. Did you think we'd get here?
It's hard to believe.
Had no
it really
clue.
is. When we first started playing in the band 30 years ago, we had no idea that it would have this kind of longevity. We're so thankful and so grateful to the community that has continued to support us over so many years. But it was really the brainchild of Sid Berg that brought this organization to Norfolk and all the Hampton roads.
Describe the magic. What is the magic behind Tidewater Winds?
Right now it's John Brewington.
I was going to say, Sid 30 years ago was doing this. And who is the maestro doing?
That would be me.
Do you think of that when you raise that baton?
I do. I honestly, I pinch myself sometimes thinking of how fortunate I really am and how blessed I have been to be able to be the conductor and music director of the Tidewater Winds, and to say Sid Berg and John Brewington in the same sentence is quite flattery. It really is. It's quite a wonderful thing. I'm humbled by that piece. So the magic comes really from the music that we play, the musicians that play it, and then trying to make a connection with our audience. We really try to connect with our audience through our programs, our programming, and our outreach into the community.
Right.
Programming is one of the things he does so very well. We've had 3 very fine maestros in our time in 30 years. There was Sid, there was Al Assertion for many years, who was a wonderful conductor, fantastic musician, and now we have Maestro Brewington, a musician of incomparable quality, but what he does with programming and what he does with just relating to our audiences, in my view, that's where the magic is for us.
You're a teacher, obviously.
We both are.
I know.
We both have educational backgrounds.
And because when you introduce, it's not just a matter of the music, but you really kind of tell the story of.
Right.
I really try to do that, because if people that come to our concerts, they may recognize the melody, but they may not know the story behind it. They may not know that there's background behind most everything that we play. And I try to bring that out so that people can make a little bit deeper connection into what we play.
So what do you have? Every season is a new season.
It is.
And you really kind of are opposed now to, we're reminiscing, but this is a year to reminisce, but also to really prepare for the future generations.
Yes, it is.
Introducing music to it.
Absolutely.
And and I've had the pleasure of being with you guys on some nights, and I love watching the student interns just kind of come alive.
Yes.
And I'm glad you're still chasing music, but tie it down on the thing.
Yeah, I'll do the best I can.
I'm looking